Hey guys, I wanted to thank you all for joining me on today's Thanksgiving shave, and I wanted to wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving Day. So much to be thankful for, there truly is. Today's shave, there has been so much going on in my shaving world recently. There's going to be some crazy videos coming out soon. I've just had a rather interesting relationship with a soap. I don't even want to get into that. Probably within the next couple of days, I'm going to have a video released on that. It was interesting, so just stay tuned for that one. In the straight razor world, I have recently just been getting into straight razor shaving, and the next logical step into doing that, I maybe have, 20 shaves under my belt, so I'm still new. But the next step in the logical progression of this is to get into honing to maintain the edge of the razor. So I've been inundating myself with lots of YouTube videos on the proper ways to hone these things, and there are so many different schools of thought on this. You can go so far down the rabbit hole in regards to honing. It's really crazy. What I ended up doing was I didn't want to do any experimentation on my good razor. Not that it's a great razor. It's a Ralph Ost. It's a quality razor. I think it was like maybe $100, something like that. So it wasn't a real high-end razor, but it wasn't a gold dollar. What I ended up doing was I picked up a couple of very inexpensive Asian, Chinese-made razors. Most of these are usually going to come with some sort of a warp or some sort of a wobble to them, and I figured it would be good to do any kind of honing experimentation and kind of dabbling with it on those rather than messing up anything a little pricier. So what we're going to be using today is a gold dollar that I put the edge on. I'm actually a little more apprehensive about this shave than I was about my first shave, because I don't know if I trust myself to put an edge on this thing. My concern is I think I may have got it actually too sharp. When I put my thumb on this thing, it literally wants to cut my throat. I mean, this thing is just really nuts. I have no idea what to expect from this. I don't know. We're gonna see. You'll be going through this with me. Today's soap, I'm going to be reviewing a Van Yulay product called Artemis. This is what it looks like. This is a sample that I got off the Van Yulay website. It's one of their tallow lanolin formulas. It's also got goat milk, aloe, and glycerin in it. As far as the butters go, there's shea butter, mango butter, and cocoa butter in here. Anybody that knows me knows that I am a pretty significant fan of the Van Yulay products. There's all sorts of quality ingredients in there. It's a very, very healing product. I love the fact that the post-shave on this soap is as on this product, on all their products in general. I use a lot of their creams. I'm going to be using the Mango Tango. My school of thought on this one is I'm not sure exactly what my face is going to endure with this straight razor, and I really didn't want to put an alcohol-based aftershave on. Really did not want to cry in a YouTube video, but I'm going to be going with this Mango Tango cream because it's got all sorts of good healing stuff in there. And usually, even if I wreck my face pretty bad, it usually gives me a pretty good post-shave. So we're going to get right into it. The brush, I'm going to be using my Razor. I put the sample in the bottom of one of these little containers, empty container kind of a thing. I just sort of smashed it into the bottom. And normally what I like to do is I usually like to try a soap a time or two before I do any kind of a review on it. But what I'm going to do is, this is the first time I'm going to be using this soap. So you're going to be hearing some thoughts and comments on the soap, as well as on the razor. I'm going to take my time on the shave. I really don't want to lop anything off. It's Thanksgiving. I'm going to be spending the early evening with my son and my little grandbaby Vinny. So naturally, I don't want to be bleeding. So I'm going to take my time with this thing. So I will more than likely fast forward through a significant part of the actual shave. I'm going to go ahead and re-wet the face. Alright, it's a synthetic brush, so you don't have to soak it. And go ahead and lather this guy up. I like the scent. It's sort of it's a cologne-y kind of a scent. It's not overpowering. I like it. I really like these Van Yulay products, I really do. Probably one of my favorite soap manufacturers. Add a little touch of water here. So I hope everybody's Thanksgiving is, hope you all got some really good plans. Spending your holiday with the family, friends, loved ones. It's important. Water, oops, uh-oh. A little water to the brush. Yeah, you can smell this just really blossoming as you use it. I like it. Definitely has a cologne-y scent to it. Lathers up nicely, like all their products do. Just a touch more water. This is gonna be a slower, more deliberate shave because I really don't know what to expect. So I want to make sure that the lather's not drying up and cracking on my face. In general, I've noticed that with the Van Yulay cropes that I've shaved with, especially with the straight razor, because I'm kind of new to straight razor shaving, I take my time with it. I don't have those crazy mad skills yet. I'll get there. Like I said, I'm maybe 19, 20 shaves. I lost count somewhere along the line. Oh, this is nice. This soap smells great. I would encourage anybody to check out some of these Van Yulay products. They have all kind of samples and stuff. It's a good idea to go in there and get yourself a couple of samples, see if you like them. You will love the way these things perform, I can promise you that. Very cushiony. That is just amazing lather right there. I like it. All right. Let's see what I've done here. A little apprehensive about this. Crap, that's sharp. Alright, that was the first pass. Not bad. Took the bulk of it off. Right in here, these are my beard underneath the jawline grows straight back. So my first pass isn't very productive going this way. And part of the problem that I have is figuring out my angle of attack. You know, you have a 3-inch straight razor blade and it just doesn't get this way. I can get a double edge in there, turn it, twist it, hook it, do all kind of different things to get my baby butt smooth shave. Don't really have that kind of flexibility with the straight razor. The soap is Crope actually. It's not a hard soap, but it's not a cream. It's right smack in the middle. Soap is performing very well. I like the scent. The Van Yulay soaps don't dry out on my face like some other soaps have a tendency of doing. You know, if I'm shaving with the straight razor and I'm taking my time, being very deliberate, if I start over here and work my way over here, by the time I get to my lip and all, the soap, a lot of soaps, not this stuff, a lot of soaps have a tendency of looking like a desert, like all parched and cracked. And that's even mixing them a little looser, a little waterier. They just tend to dehydrate quicker. This stuff really seems to, well, all their products really seem to stay moist. Alright, that felt pretty good. I'm actually somewhat impressed with the edge that's on this thing. Very inexpensive razor. I wasn't sure if the edge that I put on it was going to be sufficient. I was actually concerned that it was going to be too sharp. You literally put your thumb on it and it felt like it wanted to eat you. I was hoping it didn't end up looking like I just partied with a Cuisinart. But there's no cuts, no weepers. It's actually a very, very smooth shave. in no small part to the Van Yulay soap. Again, it was Artemis. Very nice scent, not overpowering. When you first put it on, you smell it, and as you're shaving, it just kind of dissipates. It just sort of fades into the shadows. It's not one of those soaps that stays with you even after the shave. It's very light. I like it. I'm not real crazy about some of those scents that stay with you entirely too long. As you could tell, my technique, I'm still dabbling with the whole straight razor technique. You know, where this curves in, the razor being straight, you know, so I have to kind of use this weird thing where I kind of get the blade this way and sort of like tweak it as I go down. But this is surprisingly smooth. For an edge that I put on a razor, it actually worked. I didn't even want to get into what stones I use and all the rest of that kind of thing, because I kind of didn't want to open up a Pandora's box of comments like, no, you did it wrong or whatever. The bottom line is I got a pretty good shave out of this. So what I did for me worked. I got a very smooth shave, no irritation. Actually worked pretty well. And again, this is the Mango Tango by Van Yulay. I'm gonna clean my hands off here so I can grab the bottle again. It's Van Yulay Mango Tango. This is technically a body lotion, but I always say my face is part of my body, so I'm using it. It's the beauty of being an American. One of the things I am thankful for on this Thanksgiving Day. What I normally do is I usually apply it with my hands slightly damp, because it is a pretty thick lotion. So that this kind of thins it out a little bit and just, you know, kind of helps it soak in. I love the Van Yulay products. They're very, very soothing, very healing. Most of the smells are absolutely incredible. There's real ingredients in them. There really is. I mean, I would encourage you to go on their website. It's VanYulay, YULAY.com. Start out getting a couple of the samples. There's some really good ones there. I have not tried them all yet, but the ones that I've had, that are ones that I have had used, you can't go wrong with them. You just get incredible shaves. So again, the razor was this guy, the Gold Dollar. I stuck my own edge on it. I'm going to be interested to see how long the edge is going to last. You know, how often I'm going to have to go back and retouch it. And that's basically it. What I'd like to do is wish all of you a healthy, happy Thanksgiving Day. As I said earlier, I hope you're all with your family, your friends, your loved ones, because that's really what it's all about. When you get down to it, how you put the edge on your razor is completely insignificant in the big scope of things. Plenty more things to be concerned about in this life. You guys have an awesome Thanksgiving, and stay tuned, because we've got some crazy stuff coming up over here. I'm hoping that I'm going to have the other video released with my entanglement with this other soap that I mentioned earlier at the start of this video. That should be coming over the next few days or so. Going to need a little bit of time to gather my thoughts and sort of put this into perspective here. It was the weirdest thing I literally ever experienced from a shaving soap. It was bizarre. So much so that it inspired me to create the 2017 What the Fucky Awards. And every year what I'm going to do is around this time of year, around November, around Thanksgiving, you can all look forward to this. I'm going to take all the products into consideration that I have used over that year, and the strangest, most bizarre, surreal, just the weirdest experience I had with one of them is going to get the what the fucky award. So that'll be coming up soon. So stay tuned for it. I encourage you to stay tuned for it. It's very bizarre. But again, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.